Hey, here we go with it. 6 cents. For anybody who doesn't know, who 6 cents is, they're a bait maker. They make hard baits, soft baits, just like Guggen or Strike King or anybody like that. Now, they send out a monthly subscription. They call it the sack. But it's much like the boxes that you would get from Monster Bass. It's like the box you would get from Mystery Tackle Box, and there's various others out there. But I always thought that these were the three bigger players. Were 6 cents, Mystery Tackle Box, and Monster Bass. So they're all the same. They're all different. This is different mainly, and I've said this before, so I'm not passing along new information probably for everybody, but mainly the reason that this is different is because they send out their own baits only. They don't throw anything else in there. So everything you get is made by their it's their product line. Probably the easiest way to put it. So let's take a look at what you get this month. So soft bait right on top there. So this looks like a ribbon tail worm. I think this is called, the Busa ribbon tail, 9.6. So it's a nice long one. Probably something I'll use more in the summertime. But now ribbon tails, you can get really long ones. You see here. I hope that's coming out. This color is called Plum Flake. Looks like a June bug kind of color. It's yeah, that's a cool one. This is it's a 5-pack, something like that. Yeah, 5-pack. But for me, good summertime bait, and I'll definitely use it. I'm certainly like fishing ribbon tails. Good bait. Listen, they make good stuff. I don't know. Very durable products. I've never gotten anything from them. Like, there's baits that I don't use, obviously, that they make that maybe I don't care for or something. But as far as the manufacturing and the color schemes and everything like that, and you can't go wrong. If you haven't, check them out. Because like I say, you don't have to get the set, right? But you can just go on their website and order whatever bait you want. Their jerk bait, the Provoke 106. This is half ounce, 106 millimeter, slow sinking suspending. So their jerk baits are sick. They're not super expensive either, and they're 6 cents on their colors. And what color is this? This is called Bloodline. It's appropriate. So obviously you have this red, and then it's got more like a shiner color on the side, but they did a real good job of transitioning the red down almost into a pink, and you got a nice white belly there. 3 hooks, which I do like. Even though it's a shorter jerk bait, you still have 3 hooks on it. That way, if you get that side bite, you're not going to miss. Always well constructed. I like their stuff. A little more tinny rattle, I think. I'm gonna get a hook driven right in my finger. But I always love their stuff. So this is color is Bloodline. This is the Provoke 106. They're great jerk baits. They've produced for me before. I would say, at least where I fish, I like the Vision, the 110s by Megabass, which, as you know, are pricey. This is a good alternative. And I've used these, and they've been just as productive for me, at least where I'm at. I know somebody might get their feelings hurt because I said that, but it's just my experience with it. So, yeah, very good bait. I don't want to call out the price point on it because I don't know. I just know they're cheaper than a Vision 110 for sure. So there's that. I'll probably stick out right in the jerkbait box. I don't even have that color, so super cool. And then the Swank 77X. So this is like, these are still a new bait for me, in the sense that I've only in the last couple years really started fishing them. Strike Kink has something called the Hybrid Hunter. This to me is 6th Sense version of that. Nailed you. So cool color. Color is called Boiled Crawfish. I should have known that because I have some square bills that are same color. So these are cool baits, man. You see the lips quite different. Now, when these get down, they don't go super deep, but you get in there and they're really erratic. I mean, listen to that. I mean, it's got, okay, so there's a combination here going on. Usually when I shake a crankbait, I'll get either like a little 1 or 2 knocker, and you know what I'm talking about, kind of a heavier, deeper knock. Or I'll get that, like, there's a lot of little ball bearings in there, little BBs or something, and you shake it and you get like a little tinny rattle, right? Like pennies in a can or something. This clearly has both. So these things are, I mean, they hunt. That's what they do. They're real erratic in the water. And they're really good if you're trying to cover water, especially like in a shallow fishery. Let me just see. This is a 3/4 ounce. I'm just trying, yeah, 2 to 5 foot. So yeah, I'm just trying to give you the depth. And this color is called Boiled Crawfish. And again, if I may just point out the color and how nicely done that is, right? And the construction, top notch. So yeah, good stuff. They always have good stuff. Like I said, will you use or like the bait? Not always, right? Like, and then when you go on a website and you buy your own baits because you want to stock up on something, ignore it, right? Don't buy it. But always, every time you get something, it will be constructed well. It will have a good color scheme. Yeah, every time. So I've used these a lot. This is called the Curve Finesse Square Bill. Yeah, Square Bill. This thing dives, let's see, 1 to 3 feet. So I have some creeks and stuff I use this in, that I go smallmouth fishing in. And this thing has been a producer for me. Last year is when I really started throwing these. I found them in a local shop, actually. And I started using these. This color is, so again, this is a Square Finesse Square Bill. It's called Tiger Truce. So, yeah, that makes sense. Got a little tiger stripe in there. There's the chartreuse on the belly. This is kind of a cool, I think you could probably throw this just at about any water clarity. Let me get my finger out of the way there. I was trying to grab the front there, but hopefully that's showing up for you. And we have, again, the kind of the top with that dark, kind of a matte black finish. We got the bottom, we got the chartreuse, and then we have the tiger stripes on the side there. Hence the name Tiger Truce. So again, very, very well constructed. Now see, this has just got like a big 1 knocker in there. Super good bait. If you fish like shallow water smallmouth fisheries, right? Like if you, I fish a huge stretch creek. It's 1 or 2 feet deep. And the smallmouth destroy this thing. And I've thrown this color. And that color works well, and it's kind of some of the spots. So depending on where I'm at, this creek kind of stretches through our county. So kind of where I'm at, I can, you know, within a half-hour drive, I can be in real muddy water, or I can be in some pretty nasty water. And just given the way the color scheme out, it's got some natural colors in it, so it works in that clearer water. But it also has that chartreuse and kind of that, you know, that dark back to contrast against the muddy water, so it's good. And then with the knock on it, it's something for them to hone in on and strike. So it looks like there's 2 to 3 more. Let's see. Awesome. 5/0 worm hooks. Probably be just might probably be okay with these 9.6. So something right away I can go fishing with my ribbon tail. I just got to get a you know, little tungsten weight on there or something. Oh, what do we got? A Carolina pre-rig. Now, I don't fish Carolina rig too awful often. It's cool to have, though, if I ever get in that situation. I have used it. I'm not an expert at it, but I've been coaxed into doing it, and everybody knows, you know, Carolina rig is going to work in the right scenario. I mean, every professional in the world used it and has probably won big bucks off of it. So that's kind of a cool thing to get. Now, you know, again, it's one of those things I wouldn't have just gone and bought one of these, but now I have one, and if I ever think I might need it, I'll be able to use it. All right, last. What do we got? Another, this is the Crush 50X Classic, right? This thing, the color, just before, yeah, they even call it the OG, Crush 50X, the OG. This thing, I'm telling you, man, is Old Faithful, right? Listen, myself, my confidence level, I'm a swim jig guy. I'm a swim jig junkie, right? I like putting a swim jig on. I'm telling you, any time of year I can produce fish. I throw a swim jig on. I can change the trailer to where I need it. I can change the color schemes how I need them. But man, I could not catch fish all day and just throw a square bill all day long. And I love fishing a square bill. I don't know why. I love putting a square bill on, and this is one of them I throw all the time. And it's the Crush 50X. And it is just got that little one knocker in there. Real deep. Not too, kind of subtle, right? But just a good color scheme. Almost like a shiner or something, but then it's got, or gizzard shad or something, and then it's got, you know, some markings on it that would allude to a bluegill or something. You have some, you know, have some of that orange on the bottom. Like, this is a good versatile bait that you could throw all the time. I mean, all the time. And like I said, every time I get these, almost every time, like all this stuff, for the most part, like I'll keep this aside, right? The Carolina pre-rig, I'll keep that aside, but I will keep it, because I feel like at some point I will use it. But Sixth Sense, I have such a hard time saying that. Out of all the boxes, I typically almost always wind up putting all this stuff to use, you know, in the immediate. Even if I don't have, or even if I don't have an immediate need to use something, I will use it, right? I will eventually use it this year. You know, we're coming out of the jerkbait season for us, but I mean, I'll throw it. I'll throw it come, you know, November, December. This thing will start getting thrown all the time. It won't be long. I'll be throwing these. I have the hooks, you know. I think, though, and I always like to try to do this, is the favorite in my it's a hard choice. So the favorite for me is, and I'm really happy I got these, but my favorite, I think, is going to be the Curve Finesse Square Bell. Only because I know that I can, in about 10 minutes, be from just turning this video off, turn this camera off, tying on, loading my vehicle. I can be in a spot 10 minutes where, and then within a half hour, I'll probably have a fish on this thing, and that's awesome. So super stoked to have this. This will get used probably, if not by the end of the day, it'll be sometime tomorrow. This thing will be tied on and getting used. And then I love the Crush 50X. I just, I think it's this is classic, man. This bait here is always a staple in my box. And listen, check out the sack, because, like I said, look, you get compiled with an assortment of things. I have stuff that, okay, if I break one off, now I have another one. Same thing here, really. If I break one off, I have another one. I have some ribbon tails. Stuff you can use. Just cool jerk bait. It's stuff to try out. And this has become, they're different than Mystery Tackle Box. Is different than Monster Bass, right? I like those boxes for very different reasons. This one is also for a very different reason. 6th Sense is great stuff. And listen, I have no affiliation with them. Nobody in the industry cares I exist. So I don't have to say anything. But I will say, hey, if I'm talking to somebody in this community that likes to that is an angler, likes to fish just once in a while, is obsessed with it, kind of like me, that does tournaments and all that stuff. So you have that whole gambit, right? 6th Sense is for anybody. It is for anybody. I can't really say that for the other boxes, right? Like, if I get a Mystery Tackle Box, there's going to be stuff in there. Somebody that's a real avid person is going to be like, yeah, I'll never use that. And that's just me being honest. Same thing with Monster Bass. There's going to be stuff in there that sometimes you get that, if you're a real avid angler, if you're obsessed with it, you're going to look at that stuff and be like, well, that's probably not the quality I would want. Not to say they give bad stuff, but their agendas are different, right, than 6th Sense. And this is just always good stuff, always high quality. And like I said, it's for everybody. It's for, they have something for everybody. The most winningest pro can use 6th Sense to the guy who just bought a fishing rod 5 minutes ago. So that's why I like this sack, because it gets everybody involved. And and then, obviously they're in the business to make money. So if you find things and use things, this is how they sucker me in, right? I use the stuff and I say, oh man, I really like this. I'm going to get on the website, get some more colors. I'm going to buy some extras in case I break off. So the sack there's a reason besides just getting people involved. But you can, hey, listen, it's not wrong to make money, right? You can get people involved and still serve your clients or your customers at the same time as you make money. So, listen, with that all being said, I'm rambling a little bit here, but obviously you can tell I like the sack. Here it is. And that's what it is. Every month you get a sack, and there's some cool stuff in it. And, it's an awesome bait company. They have other stuff. They have other sacks that are like one time, buy. Check out their websites. Really, it's put together really well. So anywho, until next time, this ran a little longer than I wanted to, and I don't think there's too much. If you've stuck around this long, thanks. Sorry to do that to you, but anyway, like, subscribe. We're gaining some traction here. Not a whole lot, but we're getting there. I see positive things. So I just want to keep at it and bring you guys along. And thank you so much. I can't thank you enough if you've taken the time to just put a thumbs up or you've subscribed to the channel, which is awesome, which is incredible. It's only going to get better. We're just getting into this. Got a new kayak that we're probably going to do a video on, just a little walkthrough. So a couple little teasers there. Tournament coming next weekend. It's a 2-day, so that's something that hopefully we'll look forward to watching. There's a lot of stuff coming. So thanks again. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. That's just housekeeping stuff. So take care, guys. Be safe out there. Enjoy your fishing.